Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the summit. Not 5, but actually 8. We're going to be taking a look at game number 2 today. It's going to be Vega Squadron versus the Brestomans. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by the lovely Trent Pax. How you doing, my man?
Hello.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm doing well, much better than you, Mr. Deadman.
No, I'm fine. I downed a bunch of like what was it, Mucinex or something like that, and I'm feeling a little bit better. I also downed a bunch of coffee. This time it didn't burn my mouth. I'm falling apart really, but it's fine because we're just gonna chill and watch some Dota.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this hero.
Yeah.
Where has he been? The Deadman. It rises. It has come back. It's Nyx Assassin. My God.
10 seconds
I think
remaining.
this hero went unpicked and banned at Dota Pit. I want to
Really?
It was close. I'm pretty sure he didn't get featured. And I'm sure he
Jeez.
probably showed up in a couple drafts, but overall, compared to like how he was first pick, first ban for the past,
Dire team
feels like forever.
Yeah.
It was pretty surprising to see him run away. Speaking of first pick, first bans, Winter Wyvern destroyed at Dota Pit. This hero is god tier. Maybe the players are just making it look really good, but that Winter's Curse is just, it's game breaking.
It's funny
Destroying everyone.
the way that stuff goes, because this hero,
10
like,
seconds
that
remaining.
was the story of TI, right? Was like how shit Winter Wyvern was,
5
and like,
seconds
you know, how
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's so funny the way that there wasn't much really changed, but it's suddenly all over the place. I would also say Nyx Assassin. When I was just over at the Philippines, actually, the team that was winning over and over again, Warriors Gaming Unity, they were doing it off the back of a Nyx Assassin. So you still have all of these different conceptions of how Dota should be played right now, and it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to watch more of those big events and what really comes out on top.
Yeah. Man, that squad is so hyped, by the way. That
Yeah.
Warriors Gaming Squad.
Radiant
Damn,
team
you guys gotta
back.
get in on that.
I agree.
Checking them out. Got they have Afromoosh now, right?
team
Yeah, they do.
He was
Afromoosh.
in Dubai with us. We went to WSG.
He was. I gave him a big old hug. I was chatting with him. We later on, we have each other on friends list now, and he asked me for some items, and I was like, "What?" And he was like,
Nice.
"Let me get some of your items, brah." And I was like, "Why do you want my items?" He was like, "They're
10
worth
seconds
50 cents a
remaining.
piece or something." And I was like, "Okay." And then I gave him my items. I don't know.
5
It was weird.
seconds remaining.
He was like, "Hey, it's me, your brother status, but with
Yeah,
like a
all right,
professional player." Hello? Did I drop you? Trent? Trent, I can't hear you.
Test?
Hi.
Why? Well, that's weird.
What happened?
Hello, hello.
Are you there?
Can't you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, good. We're good.
That's weird. All right, little hiccup there.
We're being DDoSed, I'm sure.
Yeah, that must be it, right?
Mhm.
Silencer, he's here. Okay. One thing that's bad is that he could obviously be focused down by a Spirit Breaker. That's basically your goal in life now, a Spirit Breaker.
Radiant
But
team back.
he's gonna be looking for those clutch moments to silence before Wyvern can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Come with that big curse. So,
Dire
Bat
team
Rider
hit.
removed. Classic combo. Medusa gonna be taken out. We're gonna lose that Anti-Mage, despite the fact that he's so ownage. Maybe just because they, well, I'm not sure what, but. And then the Venge. She got nerfed. She got a little bit of, like, pretty severe nerfs, I thought, considering how little she was being played already.
Really?
10 seconds remaining.
Well, I guess it was it Mushi that was playing it and like
5
owning
seconds
everybody?
remaining.
Yeah, there were a couple of games where it looked really good, but I guess it was just being picked like right before the patch hit, and I didn't think it was looking that strong. But overall, that versatility of Drow stuff and everything, even if she gets a couple tweaks and nerfs and stuff, it still can just run you down really fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, who do you want in the off lane? Who's not garbage? Because you have
Radiant
Spirit Breaker
team
and Winter
pick.
Wyvern, which makes Darkseer kind of cool for the vacuum potential in the Iron Shell. That used to be our old classic, but it's gonna be the Doom. Take that, Silencer.
Yeah, he's still a pretty good hero. I feel like that he's maybe underrated right now. I could see him being.
10 seconds
Did he get that
remaining.
many changes at all? Didn't he get like a nerf to something?
5 seconds
Who
remaining.
do you think is underrated? Sorry.
Doom. I think he's pretty good. I guess the downside is that his like level 1 is a little bit weaker now because he's not able to like get in a creep right at the start.
Yeah, it's
Dire
definitely a hit.
team pick.
Yeah, he was played pretty well, I would say, at Dota Pit 2, so he was showing up. I agree. Good hero. Sure, we'll see plenty of him. Pairs really nicely with any sort of an aggressive position 4, right? Spirit Breaker, Undying, something like that.
Right.
They have the Silencer. They have the Pucks. There's some pretty tricky stuff here for the Brestomans.
10
They have to
seconds
try and play
remaining.
around this pretty hard as Vega Squadron.
5
Can't really doom a
seconds
puck
remaining.
pretty hard. They could use some more burst. Puck's okay. He's like half the burst, but they need someone to help finish things off here during that global silence, try and get themselves a numbers advantage by the time it ends so they can just kind of clear through the rest of the fight. Generally, a lot of high mobility tends to help too when you have a puck and a silencer because you want that one pick and then you need to capitalize on it. You don't want them to be able to just retreat away and come back at you during that big cooldown of global silence. So
Right.
see how they want to try and abuse that here.
Yeah. And I guess the other thing to kind of keep our eyes out for is, you know, what is it that you're like? Because whenever I see a Spirit Breaker draft, I feel like he's the type of hero that obviously wants to run at you. And Doom also sort of facilitates that. Is there going to need to be like another hero there to help out the Silencer? Is it a position for Nyx? Do they have that luxury?
I think it's 4 Nyx. I don't know. With the offlane pool, I wouldn't be too surprised to see it go offlane. If I'm Vega Squadron, I'm kind of considering that Chaos Knight again here because the weight clear is pretty low on the side of Brestomans, but instead they go with someone who's a natural Manta builder. That's also fair. Or well, at least he gets it very early and he can farm it a little bit faster. Has the spin too, so survival against a lot of this magic damage already from the Brestomans.
Dire
Can play
team
pretty
back.
aggressive themselves with the healing ward.
Sven stands ready.
And well, I guess if they went CK, Sven was there to answer them, so close one. But Brestomans, a lot of control here. Lead things off with the Storm Hammer. Got a Dream Coil, you got a Nyx Stun. They don't have any way to snap the coil until someone builds like a Force Staff or something.
10
But
Right.
seconds remaining.
still looks pretty good.
Well, and I guess that we also have like it
5
fits
seconds
with what
remaining.
Brestomans were doing before, which is just get Palatimo super farmed and kind of build off of that advantage. Because the stacking in the jungle, Sven's certainly one of the best heroes to be able to do that, and then maybe you have the other 4 heroes make space around the map.
Yeah, one thing they're missing will be that very scary support lane, though. Even with a Sven stun, if you have Silencer, like you'll need Silencer whittling you down a lot, and then you have to leave yourself open to like the Sven stun and stuff, and then we're already talking about a Spirit Breaker
10
and a Doom,
seconds
so
remaining.
it should be pretty hard for them to run over the safe lane this time.
Right.
5 seconds
Well,
remaining.
even last
For the
game,
Razor,
they didn't really like find a bunch of kills. It was more just like zoning them out. Do you not think they're going to be able to do that this time?
I know, it is 2 heroes. So, like, let's say... It kind of depends on just how much attention Nyx can afford to give down there, I suppose, right? We don't know who the mid-hero is on Vega Squadron, but assuming this is position 4 Nyx and he wants to go around and, like, mana burning
10
level 1 is
seconds
obviously
remaining.
extremely powerful against a lot of different mid-laners and off-laners, so...
5
he might
seconds
not really
remaining.
want to be down there with the Doom and the Spear Breaker. Then again, if he just wants to mana burn Doom a couple times, that's going to make his life awful, so...
Yeah.
Let's see. Last pick, the Razor banned out here. They banned the Sniper, so that kind of leans you towards a possible OD pick here for the Brestomans. Generally just a pretty strong hero with all this control they have.
It would be a pretty farming intensive on both the OD and the Sven, I
Dire
guess.
team pick.
They're going to go for the DK instead.
Okay. I like that a little bit more. I like what you're saying. Help them build down towers. Oh no!
It's
How did this
happening.
happen? Wasn't he banned? Oh, he was banned second phase last game. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Not the G Viper.
That's pretty
It's
rough.
The Dragonite, the break. Goodbye to your passive, my friend. It was nice knowing you. Oh, lordy.
How bad is
I
it?
don't know if they saw this one coming.
How bad is it?
Oh, it's bad.
It's real bad. Okay.
I mean, it's bad in the lane. Maybe Killomancer can mana burn new Viper and it's enough?
I mean, how expensive is Nether Toxin? It's pretty, like, this is a hero that sometimes has mana issues nowadays, right?
Yeah, exactly. It becomes quite the issue. So maybe that's your solution. You just come in and you mana burn him at the start, but that should open up quite a bit of space for the
10
Doom.
seconds remaining.
Okay. So you literally just, your answer is every answer
5
for every
seconds
other mid
remaining.
hero, just mana burn mid over and
Looks
over
like it,
again.
yeah. Turns out this Nyx guy's still pretty cool. But it shouldn't be a good time, obviously. Not going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I can't lie. Brestoman's draft still looks like it has pieces of it that are pretty cool. Like, if they can get out of the lane okay, you know, 3 separate forms of initiation potentially with a global silence on top of it. That's not easy to deal with for these heroes, I don't think.
Yeah, overall, let's see, AoE control from the Dire, I suppose, is a little bit weak, right? You basically just have charge and curse to go through stuff, whereas they have, if you're in a bad position on the side of the Dire, there's a lot of punish, the Storm Hammer, the Dream Coil, even into like 2-man Nyx Stuns, 2-man slows and everything from the Silencer. A lot of that stuff can kind of stack up, but there's certainly the obliteration potential. Someone just gets Omni Slash down. We'll have to watch out for that War Cry, see how helpful that is.
Yeah.
Well, Sven was just a very nice pick either way if they went CK or Jug, I suppose. Obviously a kind of a classic counter to the Juggernaut, but let's see, what's my... Nyx Assassin has 1 clarity in his brown boots, so gonna be splitting himself between the 2 lanes, running between bottom and mid.
So then if you're Vega Squadron, do you just run the dual lane straight up? Because I feel like we haven't always seen a ton of that, where instead it's like they kind of run around other places. If you are going to be having a position 4 that's outside of the safe lane, sometimes they'll go to mid. Like, does Slayer have to sort of mirror the movements of the Nyx Assassin to help out the Viper mid?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a tough one to call. Top lane, the Puck, they basically have to try and force out the orb in order to get a kill, right? They don't really have any good stuns. It's a Wyvern and a Jug. So should be a decent time for last hero. That means a lot of the options are there for Brestomans. Everyone else is just free. Basically shouldn't be anyone else in this part of the map unless they end up doing some sort of aggro play.
Right.
But that's kind of just Puck's own territory. So then we'll just have the other 4 heroes focusing on all of this, and whatever heroes descend to try and invade from the Dire. So not sure. What's Aloha Dance doing here? Just a stout shield?
Hey, man. He's a pacifist.
That's it? Yeah.
Doesn't want to hit creeps. Doesn't want to have regen. I'm sure he'll come back. Yeah, and I think Afterlife doesn't have anything bought yet. He's just AFK. Maybe he actually is AFK, and that's why they pause.
Well, he's back now, apparently.
Yeah. Still no items. It's fine. But yeah, that'll be something interesting to watch. And of course, we can theorycraft how we expect all of this stuff to look in 15 minutes or something. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to how well these lanes get played. If there's any real big dumpstering that happens, particularly with the Dragonite in the mid lane. That's the one that you mentioned that I'm most worried about as well.
I think they're going to try and contest the top 2 runes. I guess we talked about this being maybe the standard stuff for the Radiant team. But they don't have any sort of a smoke, so they're just going to have to wander on in. Silencer just hanging out, they have a ward down. He's trying to catch any sort of a smoke that's coming around to wrap on them. But without it coming at this point, he's like, all right, I will come up top as well.
30 seconds.
Well, and Aloha might have gotten spotted there by last hero. Not exactly sure, but it looks like with that, they should be able to secure both runes. Aloha is the type of person who might think about going in and like spin TPing to make sure that he can get it.
Oh, jeez.
Is he going to do it?
You're quite right.
Oh, he's running. He's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it. He's like, I don't have brown boots, though. Yeah, no, this is a no-go.
Yeah.
The battle begins.
Well, they'll just be able to trade him off. Does sort of signal that Nyx Assassin is going to be away from the safe lane, and with that, we have Slayer and Afterlife already moving in.
Mid lane, give me that 100 EXP.
Oof.
What up? Sickest support buff. Yes, everything's more expensive, but God, it's rewarding when you get an actual observer now.
Yeah, that's great. 100. So halfway to level 2 already. He is going to run into the Spirit Breaker here and going to maybe get bashed. Yeah, why not? Take one of them on your way out.
Oh, with the Orb of Venom, too. Oh, this is going to hurt.
Yeah.
All right, what's our next plan? He's going for the stun. He's going to let the creeps harass up. 4 armor, though. I don't know. Well, no mana burn. Good sign for the Viper. I mean, you can see even just that one Nether Toxin, how much it took down to his pool.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. It could have been nice. But I guess it's based upon int, right? So what's G's
that is
int?
one problem.
It's not
you're
great.
only multiplying it by, what, 3.5, and it's 18 or something, Viper? 17 he starts with.
Yeah. Well, plus the Wraith Band, so.
Yeah, overall, it definitely would have been decent.
Yeah.
You're still taking away some Nether Toxins. In the end, it's still a Viper versus a Dragonite, so whatever you do, it's not fun.
Most definitely. Afterlife now going to be stunned in the bottom lane just to make sure that Palatimos is able to get a little bit more regen for himself. Still not leveling anything, but at the 1 minute mark with this camp not blocked, he could think about taking the Wildwing Ripper if he wants, or just head off somewhere else.
I like his solution here. He started with a Ring of Regen on the Dragon Knight.
Huh.
Pretty smart. He just came to lane with it because Dragon Knight, in the end, Dragon Knight used to be like, right before this patch, at least before the break was on Viper, it was considered a decent hero to go as versus Viper in the mid lane. He's so much regen that like Nether Toxin and whatnot used to rely on you being such low HP that it would do more damage. Kind of like how now his poison attack works.
Yeah.
So Dragon Knight, in that sense, is still good against the hero because you stay at a relatively high HP all the time because of your regen. It's hard for you to be whittled down. The break part is the thing that we just need to see, like how much that changes this lane.
Right. By the way, taking a look at Silencer here, having already gotten that level 2, he's able to harass a lot more effectively than he would have been able to otherwise. Has the Arcane Curse as well as the Glaives, and now Slayer maybe in some trouble as well. They're saving the stun for that way in case he tries to charge away, although he actually doesn't have charge. Right? They know he has Bash, yeah. So Slayer's just dead.
And he gets first blood on Slayer. Man, he is actually so rich.
Last words.
Halfway to level 3?
Nice. Yeah. Got some boots coming on the courier too. Ward, clarity. It's good to keep things going. Nyx is coming there. Oh, here's something interesting now too. I suppose the Carapace, of course, against Viper.
Oh yeah, that's pretty interesting. And G in some trouble. This Winter Blast not going to connect. They do have another Impale in 5 if they want to try and go for it, but maybe instead just going to turn their sights on a Winter Wyvern. He does have no Winters, or rather Arctic Burn, and it's going to have to juke his way through those trees.
Nice little tango to help out though. DD can't really fight.
Oh my god. This is so frustrating. Spike Carapace, the turnarounds, they'll be able to get away.
There are 4 more tangos for G, so should be relatively okay.
Yeah.
So bad now, just wandering all the way back. A lot of free time here for Flame. Being charged up though.
Yeah.
They only have the tornado, however, so looks like he'll be okay. They would need a lot of ashes.
Not gonna happen this time around. But meanwhile, it's still not really like affecting at least that much the farm in the other lanes, but it's coming at the cost of the Sven kind of running into trouble down here bottom. Like Doom 16-5 versus the 10-2. This is not the game that the Sven wanted to start this all off.
Starting to get a little bit low here, but he has a salve, so there's also those salves still remaining on the Dire Heroes as well. And the 4-minute fight for the bounty runes is the real question. The wave's pushing in though, so that means both should go to Spearbreaker, which is pretty huge. It's gonna be interesting to see if teams play around that more by like shoving waves at certain times or bringing both supports to a wave or to a lane to like get all the bounty runes.
Yeah.
Top lane the body. The battle of the bounty runes also caused lag, dropped pretty low.
This is kind of interesting. The Invis rune as well that was picked up by Slayer. He was able to charge in and deal some damage.
Radiant structures are fortified.
As so bad, still taking damage from Afterlife. They decide to go for the stun. Maybe a turnaround here. He does have a lot of armor from that Wildwing Ripper, but the Glaives don't really care that much, and almost dead, but not quite. Afterlife able to juke away. Oh, Afterlife, what a player.
That was sick. I mean, he went for the one way where the guy can run out, like guaranteed I'm gonna get the spell on him, but very well played. In the mid lane, things have evened out pretty well, considering Viper hasn't had as much assistance as the Nyx. It looks like this matchup still just pretty much as even as it was before. Break doesn't matter all too much. It's more so definitely that mid game kind of stuff where I'm more concerned if they just stun up this Dragon Knight, it could just implode from an Omni Slash or something.
Yeah, that's true. He won't have that natural tank ability that usually keeps him alive. I guess the other thing is like maybe needing to get into a decent time to BKB for him or something. I don't know. But you don't really want to pop a BKB to like take off Nether Toxin, which by the way, he has 3 points in.
Damage per second.
Is this been the build that you've seen?
Yeah, the last time I was watching a Viper game, it was this build, but there's definitely been some variation. I've been seeing some poison attacks and stuff.
Yeah. Well, about 6 minutes in, only 1-0 so far. Haven't really seen that much action around the map. Kind of was expecting more, but I guess that Dire are kind of doing their job though. Like they're shutting down Sven a decent amount. He's still getting like some CS. Is he in trouble? Oh my god. Stick charge is not enough as of yet, but he still has a lot of that regen damage over time. It's actually Puck that found the kill on the Winter Wyvern up top, and it looks like the DK will survive.
Wyvern was like following through, trying to help on that kill.
Is under attack.
Puck just shows up and obliterates. And yeah, Shrine use. Nicely done. And Viper has to wander on back and do the same.
Well, Slayer runs into so bad, takes a little pat on the back before he heads out. But 3 and 5 are the levels. 5 is also on the Sven. And still waiting for something going. Any stacks really in the jungle at all or on these Ancients? Looks like they're trying to get him. It's a 3 on the Ancients here.
Yeah, he's been pretty busy. This is nice though. He's gonna get his 3rd then. It would seem.
Yeah.
Success. Well done. Oh, he did. He gets the Prowlers though. Uh-oh. Danger zone. Yeah. It's gonna be terrifying. Here's a stack for you. Small camp. Get him, Sven.
I believe.
Yeah, show him who's boss. Of course, both support stealing experience here. There is Doom available.
Ooh. Oh, good impale. That might be enough to turn it back around. The stun connects onto 2. Not level 6 on the Sven, though, and actually throws out the net from Afterlife. That should keep the Spirit Breaker alive. So they've rotated in Killomancer. He's helping out now as well in the bottom lane. I guess that they expect that DK can hold his own against the Viper now.
Yeah, he should be fine. I think even now, like, you kind of need a stun to do something. Oh, they're actually going to try and smoke and kill him with the Omni Slash. With the Nether Tox. This should be interesting to see how fast he melts.
I mean, they don't have any way to keep him in place, though. Nether Toxin down. Charge coming through. They don't have it, though, and the stun comes out, keeping back that Juggernaut. So a lot of damage out there as well. They don't quite get it, but maybe with the charge, can they find enough damage to take down this DK? Looks like the answer is now, at least for the moment. They're trying to turn it back around again. With the stun, they aren't able to find that kill. DK lives.
To 0 HP. That's so sick. Right down to 1. And he gets the kill. That's awesome. Wow, what a TP in from the Nyx. Absorbs the last Omni Slash. And as you said, they had the Viper Strike and the Nether Toxin, but it kind of looked a little bit misaligned where by the time he got Viper Strike, he was like almost out of the Nether Toxin anyway. So there was no time or chance for Aloha Dance to actually close in and get the ulti
Radiant's
off.
middle tower is under attack.
At a point where it was going to matter with like, the lack of the armor or something. Big plays from the Brestomans.
Well, they do have the puck caught, but seems unlikely to really do any substantial damage. And I mean, having to not find a kill with that first Omni Slash, is this something that the hero kind of needs to do though? Does he need those kills to accelerate, or do you think the real you is still pretty happy in this game?
Nah, he's fine.
Okay.
I mean, he has spin TP this whole game, so life is good. He should be able to just kind of farm around the whole map. Feel pretty strong about the situation. Charge coming through. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, that ain't good at all. Does have a phase shift. Gonna TP out. Oh, not good enough.
Got a bash. Last second bash to get the bonus damage.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. That wouldn't have been a kill otherwise.
Couple crits, couple bashes. You know, you take what you can get. Killomancer's just leeching down bottom here, trying to get his way into 6.
Yeah.
That tome definitely going to be fought over by these two.
Who do you give that one to? The Silencer, maybe? Yeah, he just stand by the Sven when he does the Ancients.
Oh, Wyvern rotates over, but it looks like he's going to be too late to stop the stack from occurring. Gets it.
He might be dead.
From downtown.
Well done. Killomancer gets it, and tried to get the proc onto Afterlife there. Didn't work.
He was hoping he had the whatchamacallit going.
Scorched Earth.
Yeah, that would have been so funny.
Good recognition as well by the Sven up top. He goes getting ran at by the G Viper with the haste rune. And
he needs to focus on getting this stack down as soon as possible.
yeah. They should know about it. On Vega. We'll see if they get a ward down as well.
Radiant's top tower
They actually
is under
can
attack.
contest it too.
Radiant
It can be hard to find heroes that are
structures
good at
fortified.
contesting the ancient stacks, but with the healing ward, especially with it at level 3, there's actually a real possibility that Aloha Dance and Co could show up and take that.
Yeah.
Or at least take a really good fight around it. It's kind of the dream situation.
And I guess with a couple prowlers in there too. Ooh, Dream Coil mid lane. This is a big one. Can they find anything off the back of this? Can they find any kills? The last hero, he took the Viper Strike. Gonna need to phase shift away from that one, keep herself alive, but looks like Vega able to live on the Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, I mean, now with the Omni Slash back up, they're just having Brestomans kind of. He's still getting really good farm up top. He's not concerned about a solo Omni Slash kill, so that allows him to get the Mask of Madness, and now they can focus on that Ancient Camp. And Brestomans look great today.
Yeah. I mean, are you surprised at all? This is a team that's, like you said, been around for a while, and were you expecting them to come out looking this strong?
No, I thought Vega would have a real after some of the other games, obviously, and they need a land this season. Yeah. So I was kind of expecting them to come out all cylinders firing, but it's a new patch, you never know.
Yeah. Forced TP there. They were just trying to get something and a reaction from the Sven. Like you said, though, he is heading over that direction now, and it might be time to go.
Now it's Nyx who's tasked with handling the top lane, has the stun, just try and pull the waves wave before he gets Omni Slash. This should help him get to 6. And Sansa, he's missing the mana for global right now, but it doesn't. Meanwhile, though, Brestomans very happy. Stacks are done. He's trying to catch up to that Juggernaut. Dragon Knight as well has been doing a great job. He's been like hitting some neutrals, he's been hitting lane creeps, he's farming non-stop too, helped get some experience for his Nyx assassin. I saw the two of them doing some neutral camps together. So overall, they're spreading the love quite a bit from Brestomans, and now they've taken that net worth lead. Although very minuscule, it is still there for them. So it's going to be a Vega rotation to try and put on some pressure onto this bottom tower and see if they can get a free kill as well.
Well, you also have
actually a courier with the armlet coming.
Yeah, he's going to run back towards it, and maybe recognizing that these heroes are rotating down this direction, he's going to dodge the gank, and Vega not going to be happy about this.
So
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Dire's scanning. They're like, guys, there's no one back there. I don't know where they are. They're not here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think they might come in for this, but there's no dodge strength.
Last hero probably just trying to get out of there. Another bash. That would have been very frustrating, I'm sure, for the last hero. But, I mean, they do have coil. Maybe they're just trying to break some TPs. Oh, they did it. Well done. I was wondering if that might come out. So you cancel the TP.
Because you give up bottom for mid, you're fine with that. Top, they have found Jug. Omni Slash split between the two.
Yep.
I think he's fine.
Can't find the kill. He's out of there. And Slayer going to drop himself. The Dragon Knight getting a ton done here, and with his level 1 ultimate is going to bring that tower down very low. Might even be able to finish it off.
Yeah, I think they really want to commit. They know Viper's still running here. They're not sure how close he is, but they know he can't just
Hasterin though, gee. Oh, he picks up the perfect rune. This could go really, really bad right now, and it looks like they're going to try and make this happen. Can they find the kill? Viper Strike already out now. Onto the DK. The tower is down, but it looks like they are at least going to be able to find that kill. Looks like that might be the extent of it, though.
Well, that's a bit rough. Cancel the guy's TP, and he ends up finding a haste rune. So you lose your DK, but you get the tower. Not ideal scenario for the Brestomans, but in the end, they're probably pretty happy with what they've gotten.
Yeah.
There's also another great stack being done here by Sobad. Lots of creeps in there, looking to make it some more.
Oh, yeah. Well, and you do have, like, towers being traded at various points, but to me, at least, it feels like Vega is kind of coming out the worst for these trades. Unless something changes soon, they're going to need... where do they go from here? What's the big play for them now? For Vega.
For Vega, I mean, the level 3 healing ward is pretty sweet. They're just kind of baiting the Aloha dance.
Oh, God. Well, nope, global used, and that was a great one.
I guess that's how you look at it. Technically, the bait did work because they did jump.
Yeah.
He just died. So.
Well, and showing the strength of a silencer with a bunch of initiators. The Blink Dagger reveal from the puck there made all the difference in the world.
Yeah, you saw they almost had to chase 2-1. That's kind of several times where you just get that numbers advantage and press forward. They're going to try and pressure that mid lane knowing a lot of the heroes are top. Dragon Knight has already ulted up there, and its TP is still on cooldown. Sven could at least show mid. Force Staff deep in here from G in the mid lane.
This should be an easy kill. Killamancer, he's going to be separated. He does have the Vendetta out and has the ability to take this fight if they want to. Zayak also down low, but not dead yet. They drop the ward up on the high ground phase shift, keeping him alive for the moment. Almost able to kill off that Wyvern, but not quite. And, well, that's going to be the Vendetta proc. He gets the kill on the Wyvern.
So they now have just traded their mid for the top safe lane, though. So kind of favoring the side of the Vega Squadron here. They're going to try and take over this area, abuse it all, farm it all, and then use the healing ward to knock down that tier 2 spot. They're in a much better position to do that. Yes, there's a wave top lane. There's going to be some catapult hits maybe on that top tower, but there's no heroes there with it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, they also have an observer ward on that ancient sack now, too.
Yeah, that was just placed to try and get vision for the puck, but it ends up working out for the dual purpose, so really good stuff. Oh, like you said, tier 2 tower starting to be assaulted by Vega with the healing ward down. Gonna go for the spin. And with that wearing off, Ryu needs to be careful here. The jump forward, silence already now into the puck and a jaunt back. They don't have much mana on the puck. He needs that clarity now. Slayer.
So aggressive.
Yeah, they're not afraid, but the Vendetta is going to be there as well. They have the silence now onto the Viper, but in some trouble. The Doom is already out, and now DK can't really help out this fight that much, but it doesn't matter. The rotation in from the Sven is more than enough, and now trying to find these kills. The real you trying to run away. Omni slash to turn it, but it's not going to be enough, I don't believe. The catch now, DK going to be stunned for the moment, but Slayer just might end up going down himself. Can they bring down the puck with the Winter's Curse? It looks like the answer is no. Oh, just barely able to walk away from that one, and now the Impale, the finish. And it's Brestomans coming out on top.
I know they just owned that fight, but the coolest part of that fight to me was Slayer's use of the Ancients to charge through 3 heroes there without vision. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
He could see the 3 heroes, and he still just looked forward and lined it up, so he charged right through all 3 using that instead. That was pretty hype. But obviously it didn't work out in the end. The Brestomans beat them back. You know, I can't say Brestomans without thinking of the man Zier from Seinfeld. Maybe it's because I've just been watching too much Seinfeld, but Brestomans makes me think of like the man bra, which makes me think of the man Zier, which then just has me chuckling.
I actually haven't watched much Seinfeld at all. I need to get on it.
God, what is
I
wrong
know.
with you?
I don't know. You know what I actually finished the other night, though, that I was very proud of, and I really liked? All of Deep Space Nine.
Alright, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That would be such a weird thing to go back and watch, because I've probably seen like every episode, but you'd never know because you used to watch on this crazy thing called television.
Right.
You didn't always see the shows in order.
I know.
And you kids won't understand this, but you just turned it on and you just saw what was on.
It
was great.
Very odd. Yeah.
I didn't actually have a TV in my house growing up until I was much older. The only time that I was able to watch TV was like a couple of hours every week to watch Hercules, and that was it. With Kevin Sorbo. It was amazing.
Is that the guy from Andromeda? Is he the guy with the Hercules show?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't seen that one either, though. But Kevin Sorbo, it's the true American hero. But anyways, back to the game now.
Yeah,
10-4.
That's the guy. I did a quick Google just to make sure. I was pretty sure he had a Hercules show, but I wasn't sure. There's a game happening here? Oh, my. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, there's a Midas being built by a Nyx. The old classic. This hero's great with Midas.
Yeah.
He's one of the best Midas heroes. Oh, that scan actually just caught this smoke top. And that's going to allow G to get out of there.
Yeah, he's
Great
gone.
Vision there. Oh, now Zayak's trying to pop it. Don't know why, because there's a Shadow Blade, so now he's going to think, oh god, please don't see me.
He's going to break those trees. Yeah, he has to get out.
Yeah, he's okay.
Run away.
Love tap. Oh, meanwhile, where did GTP? Oh, he TP'd bottom. They got to kill on Nyx. Before he got the Midas recipe delivered, it was on the courier and someone took it. Well, typical teammates.
And that's how it happens, man. Yeah. Top lane, they find the kill on the Wyvern as well, so Pelentimos made the play. He has that blink. I'm worried that this is going to look exactly like what happened last game, where Brestomans is going to get first Roche and then just try and push with it and end the game.
It shouldn't end this time, I don't think. I mean, it could, I agree, but I think the transformation here
Silence?
is a little bit more difficult to make it happen. However, they're on this high ground.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are. They doom, though, the Dragon Knight. The stun now to walk away, and, well, now everybody trying to escape. Are they going to be able to take down this DK at the very least? Arcane Curse onto everybody, but they take down the DK, and so bad. Winter's Curse to find the kill, so they'll end up losing 2 here off of that.
That's a bit awkward. They didn't find any sort of a global silence, so... I'm not a big fan of that play. I guess they were close to getting the tier 3.
Dire's top tower is under
But
attack.
it felt a little aggressive
A prize.
in the current situation they were in. So, Roche will be that next big thing that they're probably going to want. In fact, Dragonite actually pinged it. So, we'll have to see that. We also still have a tier 1 and a tier 2 bottom lane.
Yeah.
Which you think they should be strong enough to come down and kind of 5-man into and give themselves quite a bit of gold. So that could be a consideration as well if they've got a couple items they're thinking about getting.
Well, and, you know, you look at the way that the next couple minutes go here, and I think that they have some heroes that can hit Roche at the very least. You also had a Solar Crest that was picked up for Spearbreaker, so maybe it's Vega that want to try and go and secure that one.
Yeah, they have a much easier time taking it. You have to commit these ultis for the side of the Radiant if you want to do it in a decent time frame. Whereas the Dire, they just need like Healing Ward and Viper to help out the Nether Toxin.
Yeah. 22 minutes in.
They're gonna ult for it on the Sven. Will they save?
Ooh.
Oh, all right, never mind. It's DD.
Oh
Dota
my
2 is
God.
such a great video game. Haha. Oh, did you want to contest this? Because you can. So I guess they have global anyway, so it's tough. But you know, sometimes the RNG's in your favor, and sometimes the GG ruined by roads.
How do you feel about RNG in video games like this in
I'm fine with it
esports?
for the most part. It's good. It creates, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of insane. I just think DD's too strong. Nerf DD.
Yeah.
I'll take that
Okay.
as tribute.
I mean, particularly in the late game, you know, I was thinking about it, but double the chance for DD essentially, and those later stages can just end the game.
Well, Wyvern's gonna run to 3 here. Pressure to throw an ulti so you don't die, but he's
Super dead. Now Slayer pulled pretty deep into this one as well. The Impale a little bit off the mark there. Maybe status resistance playing into that. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I think actually no, probably because.
Hey, it's 8%.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I mean, but wouldn't that mean that he would have hit it later and not earlier?
Well, he would have come down too soon, right? So he getting Yules down too soon. So it was Puck's Yules. Makes
Right.
sense.
But
And
if he came down too soon, then that would mean that the stun should have hit earlier, not later.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because
Yeah.
he missed that way. Well,
Yeah.
maybe he panicked because of the thunder. He couldn't understand what stats resistance actually was. You gotta get on the next level, because he was thinking of the stats resistance, because he's like, this is a space cow. He's gonna have like 25% stats resistance. Let me throw this thing out early. Then that sadly was not the case. They did blow up G in the mid lane, by the way. Using
Yeah.
those ultis that were still running here. Very nicely done.
I think that he was. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but it was a tough one for sure. And yeah, that was a quick blow up there. I mean, that's the thing, right? Sven just completely eliminates these heroes. And if he's able to find that initiation, even without the global sometimes, I think that they have enough to kill him no matter what.
Overall, their kiting potential is basically just Wyvern. That's the dream, right? It's all about this curse.
Yeah.
And Nyx has built a Blink Dagger after that Midas. Oh, goodbye, Wyvern. Sweet child.
No.
Will you not rise?
Yeah, that was a pretty easy one.
I
I guess also 7K gold lead, 15-7. Roche is going to be back up in about 5 minutes, roughly. And all of these heroes just still feeling like very comfortable going in with this Aegis
A
left.
sentry. Double sentries catching that dude. That's brutal. That's 50
Yeah.
seconds. This is the window they need. I mean, we're still working with another
Yeah.
2.5 minutes here on the Aegis. We have Dragonite ulti. We have Sven ulti. This might be Rax here.
I mean, that's the
I would
thing.
want to push so hard right now.
Like, that's what's so crazy to me about this
They found
style
the
is they
Viper.
catch him. The stun is there. The global comes out. No way to deal with it at this point, and he's just gone. Viper. Oh, Cold Embrace. Winter's Curse is at the turnaround that they need. Possibly. BKB popped as well for the Sven. He actually doesn't have the mana for Godstrike, trying to tread swap desperately, but it's not working. He might end up falling here as well. Can he get away in time? No. They lose the Sven. A tragedy of errors, and now the charge coming through. They're going to catch on to the DK as well. He's going to end up shadow blading away. Maybe a turnaround possibility. A double kill now for last hero, but they will burn through the Aegis. He's not going to come back, though, that strong. I don't imagine as... Yeah, they're just too strong coming in from the Dire side. It's too hard to take it, and Well, trying to run away. Sony escaping, but not for long. He's eventually going to be brought down, even giving him the doom.
Tower is under attack.
Ooh, that's brutal. This game should be over. They actually should have just won. Viper had no buyback. If he had God Strength, but not enough mana to get it done. Insane how close that was. The Nyx stun also onto the Viper instead of the Winter Wyvern. It would have been fine if he had just stunned the Wyvern instead of the Viper, but he was trying to keep that going rather than just focus on making sure the Winter's Curse didn't come out, as well as the Cold Embrace. So, yeah, it's rare to see such a big, like, easily identifiable. This game should be over, but this game should probably be over.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Highly unlikely that Vega made a comeback if that Viper goes down and they get at least tier 2 and 1 tier 3. Probably would have been Raxno.
Well, and like, you know, normally people, when they're talking about the first Aegis, they talk about it being there to help farm and secure for later stages of the game. But in this instance, like you said, it was a great opportunity for them to push with it. And now they have to wait for that next Roshan, which is still at least 3 minutes away. Do you feel like in that time Vega can get enough done to catch themselves back up and contest for Roche, or maybe even steal it themselves?
Yeah, I think they're a team that, obviously, they're very experienced players, so they know how to win in these situations, and it's going to be about hero pickoffs. They have a Silver Edge built on the Juggernaut. Now, we don't have to rely on the Nether Toxin anymore. We can just shred through this Dragon Knight. So I think you're going to see them play really aggressively with the Shadow Blade on him and the Shadow Blade on the Doom, and they're just going to start making it so they can never 5-man on the side of Brestomans. So that's their big power. So take that away from them, they're going to be a lot weaker.
Okay.
Trying to counter all these sentries and observers now from so bad. Nice find here.
Yeah.
Think about smoking. It's so obvious we just kill wards like this in smoke, though.
Yeah.
So I would expect the Dire know what's going to happen here. Like, you see 4 heroes under a ward, and then none of them show up in like the next wave nearby or something. So
there's some pings coming out on the map too.
Spearbreaker actually thinks they went this way. He scans mid to try and catch them. Now he sees they didn't.
Well, I mean,
and
that's
that
sort of
gonna find
yeah.
What a find by Kilomancer. Oh, he must have seen him go back there with the ward, maybe.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, apparently they want to go. They don't even want to give him the chance.
Alright, they get the glyph now. 5 minutes on that.
Alright. Tier 3 tower is starting to fall, and apparently Brestoman's feeling confident to go in spite of not having the Aegis, which I guess is the thing. They're a lot stronger right now. Like, if he popped the turnaround and Pale connects onto 2, the charge is coming out, but the Dream Coil is absolutely huge. Kilomancer's already dead. Can they get anything else off the back of this? Wyvern trying to come in, has respawned, and Silencer is going to be the lone hero brought down, I think. Outside of that Nyx that got blown up earlier.
I'd say they're lucky that's all they lost. They didn't get a single kill during the global.
Yeah.
And that's when problems start to occur. They really wanted to go high because they know Wyvern's dead, and that's the big issue. But that pressure is what ends up killing them. And now we're going to have to wait for that next Roche. With the cheese, though, that obviously changes quite a few things. And then this game, the Refresher Shards are very, very good for the Radiant side. Be it Dragon Knight or Sven. I would say probably Sven just for the God Strength and the BJB, just to make sure it's there.
Yeah.
But it could go either way. Obviously, they're both dealing with really long cooldowns. Maybe you just need that Dragon Knight ulti, so you hand it over to him. Be either side.
Well, I guess the other thing to sort of think about with this is it was a lot of damage dealt to that tier 3 tower. It's down to only 150 HP, while top one's down very low also. They've kind of put themselves in a good position to, you know, punish after they get the next Aegis if Brestomans are able to make that happen. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It feels to me as if you've sort of got a great possibility here for Brestomans to maybe even go again for some split pushing if they want to. Certainly don't have to.
What are I mean, a lot of the games obviously at Dota Pit ended up being this late game scenario. It felt like a lot of the teams with a draft that you could call more early game focus, which this Brady one kind of is.
Right.
I guess to be fair, even the Dire one is too. So both teams are just heading a little bit later. Things got a little crazy with these 25 talents.
Yeah.
Like, what do we got here? Vendetta, Unobstructed Path. Have you seen this thing? It's weird.
I haven't.
Like, You go everywhere. You're just hopping over some trees. You're going up some cliffs. You're Nyx Assassin. I think it's supposed to be like you're burrowing around, right?
Right.
You're in your burrows.
Got it.
Yeah. The Sven plus 40 strength, God strength. Now that's going to impact your status resistance, which is pretty cool. Take note, he has 21 status resistance right now without ulting. When he ults, he has 26.3%. Wow. It's actually insane. And now if he gets the plus 40 strength too, that's going to add another like 6% or so. So he'll be rocking like 30-some% status resistance. That's hype.
It's pretty ridiculous. It's really good. But I guess also the thing that's kind of nuts to me is it doesn't even feel like he necessarily needs it too. He's just got like the strength of this lineup is that he can usually just jump in and pound away because they've got so many other forms of initiation to start the fight too.
Down bottom, Aloha Dance is by himself. They pop his Lincolns with the charge.
Do you feel like Vega should have contested that Roche?
I think they just couldn't. I'm sure they wanted to, but I mean, what heroes they haven't even contested Roche? It's literally just Wyvern.
Yeah.
And that's a much harder place to use Wyvern properly than when people are attacking high ground. So you might be better off just waiting.
Regeneration.
Sentry Rune. Look, they're looking for Nyx to come for the bounty, but he doesn't fall for it.
Kilomancer on top of it knows what could happen, and well,
He goes
they
past another sentry. He's
show.
living, dude.
Oh, they got another one though. This is going to be able to be the death of him. Kilomancer in trouble. Global comes out to try and turn this though, and they will call it good there from Vega.
Endurance run.
That's a pretty nice find. That's some delay, right? This means that's 2 minutes with the Aegis that they're not going to want to go high ground. It's
Oh.
going to put us down to just a minute and a half with it.
Oh no, the real you. Do they have any way to break that? No. Spin TP always available.
Yeah, no problem this game. So this kind of stinks for the Radiant. They pretty much have to go high ground without the global. Then again, they didn't even use the last time. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sobad's actually going to find Wyvern. No, he doesn't. Wow. If A finds I, you really, dude, you can't die. You have no buyback. Yeah, he's out of here.
He's crazy.
Cool. That vision from the orb was actually, you know, pre-nerf to orb, that vision might have been enough to see him in those trees.
No. Definitely a possibility. And that's the thing is like if you're playing it, you obviously want to keep these lanes pushed out as much as possible for the Winter Wyvern. You need to Splinter Blast from the fog, make sure that you don't put yourself into danger, but you know, if you happen to get caught out by a puck, you're just gone. And with it,
because he's obviously not very tanky. Like, look, he has Tranquil Boots and a wand, and now he finds Kilomancer. And so it's like, oh shit. Can anyone else get here? Can we kill this guy?
And like,
kill this guy?
This is scary. The thing too is that like Wyvern's escape is using Winter's Curse and then TPing out. But if you use Winter's Curse, then that's going to be another 80 seconds when the enemy can push.
Yeah. Well, Sven's up, or rather, Jug is up to a butterfly. Pretty good for him. Look how fast he attacks! My God.
Yeah, he is a monster.
Nyx is going for a scythe to try and answer that problem of the Wyvern. Just so we'll have a secondary way to deal with him. That's a ways away.
Undispellable. Woo! That was kind of interesting. That was sort of the role that they had him play, or not him. Who was it? Was it the Sobad who was playing the Bane last time?
Yes.
Kept on nightmaring all of the saving heroes on Vega. Sort of a similar thing here where the Nyx trying to just keep the Wyvern out of the fight if possible.
You guys like refresher shards? I hope you like refresher shards.
You ready for it?
Yeah, we only have 1 minute until this Aegis is gone, so it seems pretty unlikely they're going to crack high ground right now. And we're going to move into the next Roche. How many Dooms have we had this game? Like 2?
Yeah, there's been a couple. He placed that one on the DK right as he was trying to run away. Like a little bit of.
You just haven't found those like roaming around the map plays, right? Like the Global Silence came out last time before you could doom the Nyx, and they're not really getting these cool little double Shadow Blade plays.
Yeah.
Spearbreaker's gonna run into the DK here.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Hello. And Dream Coil with those bots.
Hello?
That was odd.
I guess they just felt like the back was gonna be there.
Top lane. Global out. Ami/use the turnaround stun. A hell of a lot of damage. And Juggernaut. Oh, he's not a liver. That was really close. But now Zayak is also in trouble. He's going to cold embrace, but that's just to delay the inevitable. He's going to drop also. And, well, the Aegis is down, but it's still a long period of time. Although DK died bottom.
Apparently there was a Doom bottom. DK decided to come back now.
Oh, God. What is going on? A flurry of misadventures, Trent.
All right, well, this means these kills probably aren't going to matter too much, obviously.
I mean, DK... All right, he's not going to buy back for it. There's no way.
It's only going to be worth buying back for that Roche. You see so many buybacks get used for the Refresher Shadow Roche. Oh, now Palantimos. This could be bad for them, actually. There's quite a few dire heroes in the vicinity.
Oh, wants to fight. The Doom is there. The turnaround could come. Is it going to be enough? They popped the BKB on Afterlife, but they still will take down the Spirit Breaker. And now G showing up as well. Kilomancer is there. He sees everything. The BKB is running low. They're going to chase this. Oh, Force Staff so bad.
He has no mana. He's for mana because he's mana burns.
They want to get him out. He's able to get over the cliff, though. Zayak living for the moment, but I think Puck might be able to finish this off, as well as the stun coming in from the Sven. They get the kill. So 3 dead. Wyvern dead for 45 more seconds. They might be able to make something happen here.
They can at least get a tier 3.
Oh, Glyph.
I mean, Puck could just hop in and kill this thing if need be. This thing is done.
Oh, they wanted to get it. Turn around.
Careful with that Shivas, my friend.
That was a really good Shadow Blade there from the real you to disjoint. But they buy back on the Spirit Breaker. Now it's time to run away. You guys need to get the hell out of there. The jump away. Great play by the Nyx. That's going to save him for the moment. And I think that Puck should be able to TP out of there now. I think the Nyx is going to have to give his life for the cause, as everybody else is running away. Silencer there. They've also got eyes on the DK. The charge is coming through. It's going to connect. They have Dust Out as well. And now Dragon Knight broken and killed. So bad. Also likely to die here. No TP available. And that is 3 gone for Brestomans. As Vega strike back in a good way, but they lost the tier 3 tower.
And there's also no Roche. There's going to be the tiniest window if it was an instant Roche bomb, but obviously that's very unlikely, so this shouldn't end up being too punishing for the side of the Radiant. At least they are getting more gold to the side of the Dire, so they can try and find some items to help themselves. The Basher, possibly on Aloha Dance. Get into the eventual Abyssal so we can try and blow up. Mana burn is pretty brutal at this point in the game, though. I saw Nyx who just like completely took away Viper's mana.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
It's a good hero. I mean, we were talking about it earlier, and the way that he hadn't been seen a ton at Dota Pit, I felt like he was first pick, first ban material in the event that I went to down in the Philippines. Do you think that he's going to be seen more often? Like, was it maybe just a thing where at that event nobody really knew what to do yet at it?
Yeah, I think it was a lot more like Undying and stuff, and I guess Spirit Breaker's being banned out, so people were just kind of feeling some better position fours in their opinion. Maybe just because Nyx is so good in the lane that he didn't feel quite as good. He can't farm too well as well. He needs this like Midas that we're seeing this game. He can't clear waves, which is really valuable in a position 4 these days, so it's definitely understandable.
Yeah. Roche, 1 minute and 40 seconds away. Oh, big battle of Bruin. They have the charge speed. They caught the Nyx, but the chase back with the global silence used, and they are going to be able to find this kill onto the Spirit Breaker. Looks like Zayak also in trouble.
They need to watch over this curse, though.
Lift up with the Eul Scepter. That was really well played, but yeah, like you said, the Winter's Curse that comes out, Zayak's still going to end up falling. They do have the Doom now down onto the Dragon Knight. He's muted, but not going to die. He was able to actually get the Glimmer Cape saved coming from his buddies, and well, now the chase. Oh, the Manta dodge. Well played there by the real you. Aloha Dance carrying his team. They bring in a Sentry Ward as well as an Observer, almost able to take down Afterlife. They aren't quite able to get it. The Eul Scepter lift up. They wanted to get the stun coming from the Sven, but it didn't work out, and now So Bad trying to juke away, but I think he's dead as well. A triple kill for G. Great play from Vega.
Why do you do this, Brestomans? That was such a greedy chase. They had a free kill, and then they had this really long dream coil. Look where the pings are right now. Like, Silencer's pinging here. He's pinging here. Dragon Knight's pinging here where they first had the Winter Wyvern. Because they're all just discussing this fight and saying things like, why are we dream coiling this far? Everyone else is back here. It took us so long to get there. By the time we got there, he's cold and braced, and then he's able to find a good Winter's Curse too, so it wastes a lot of our time. I think they're just discussing that it was not a good play for them.
Disgusting is a nice word for
Yes.
probably a little bit of frustration. And now, Vega knocking on high ground. This is a butterfly Viper that's hitting very, very hard, and the tower is going to fall.
Flappy Bird here. Get him.
And they can't really punish this either. So now Shrine's going to fall also. I mean, that was the easiest play in the world, and now Roche is up also. With 28 seconds before Sven is back up, they can take this.
Sven will have to buy back for this if they start taking it. It's not worth giving away the shard, I don't think. 2 Dooms. This item's actually so insane. Like the second Winter's Curse, possibly. It's just amazing what you can do with it.
By the way, the last hero got into that GPM talent now, so does have that as well as the orb, distance, and speed. Any other 25s that have come up? You got the 40 strength.
Yeah, that was one we were on. You know, Dragon Knight lost his XP talent, so it's harder for him to get there now.
Yeah.
They took away that big one that he had. It was like 30 or 40% or something, and now gone. So he's going to be a while before he gets into that. Probably plus 40 strength. We'll see. Doom has his. Oh, no, Jug has his. That's what the other one was. The 600 health.
Poison attack affects buildings is the one that Viper ended up going for. I'm a little bit surprised by that.
Yeah, I would agree, especially because Dragon Knight doesn't have a BKB.
Huh. We
and,
also
like if Puck came down, maybe kept it going, but yeah, I agree. A little surprising. I mean, considering we just saw him obliterate those buildings mid, but whatever. He's in.
I really like the Juggernaut build. He went for the like 10 armor and 600 health, so his talents are making him super survivable. As Puck is caught. But we'll be able to get the blink out for the moment. Needs to escape. Global is there, but she is completely demolished. The Dream Coil came out. It's connected onto 3 separate heroes, but now trying to take down Roche. No buyback from the Puck. Needs a little bit more time with that GPM talent, and it's not going to come in time. Kilomancer goes in for the stun. Is it going to be enough? Winter's Curse is out as well. They pop the God Strength, wanting to fight this. Able to take down one. Can they take down more?
The shard is still there.
It's on the ground. They end up being able to pick it back up, and Sven has the shard. He's muted and going to fall from this one, I believe, as the Doom was already there. DK trying to deal as much damage as possible with the Cold Embrace is going to keep alive that Doom. Just disaster happening in the pit again.
Yeah, still fine for Vega. Should be okay. Oh, they have a DD on GG. DG. You can say so much with just letters.
All right, he's going to pop the Refresher shard, I think. So that way he has another God Strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
His BKB and everything ready to go. But, I mean, what are you going to do? Jump in? Pretty dangerous scenario.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Yeah, Puck still no buyback here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's getting a lot of gold very quickly, but not quite quickly enough. Still 800 away. Not something that you normally see, and they're just going in to finish the game right now. The really pops the BKB, turning a fight. They don't care about any of this. They're going to be able to hit the Ancient, start to take it down. The Hex is there as well. They're trying to find these kills. Can they do it in time? The Ancient falls. Vega pull a rabbit out of a hat and win the freaking game.
Yeah. They missed their window, Brestomans. It definitely felt like they pushed too much and they just gave away too much to the side of Vega. If they played maybe a bit more patiently, it could have happened. But for the most part, I think they just made a couple bad calls in the fights, and you could tell that they weren't happy with the way they executed during those engagements. So, yeah. GDD, GG. Easy.
That's crazy. I can't believe that it ends like that. Like, and it to me felt like Brestomans were just tilted, sort of. Like they were, like you said, you know, took the bad fights, a little bit upset about it. During that last engagement, I think like Puck getting picked off and then not having buyback. That's that situation where, you know, you get your GPM talent, you're feeling really good about yourself. But
you buy a Dagon 5.
Exactly. And then you don't save for buyback because you're like, oh, I'll have buyback. There's no problem with it. But then you die and you don't, and the game ends.
Yeah, there you go. So, deserved victory, I think, from Vega. They held pretty strong. They almost lost it there near the mid game and a little bit of that early game. But this is a series deserving of a game 3, I think.
I would agree. And we're going to be going to that game 3 in just a few minutes. I'm going to try and keep my voice, and hopefully I don't die. But we will continue the coverage. Brestomans versus Vega Squadron. Going to be happening in just a few minutes. And then a little bit later on today, we're going to be taking a look at our next round of the CIS qualifiers. It's going to be Empire versus Gambit. Stay tuned, everybody. More from the Summit 8 in just a few.